Well, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to ask you to join me right now in a deep breath because the subject that I'm going to approach, ancient high technology, leads to a lot of friction, heat and light between the different sides. Let's try and look at it dispassionately, okay? So the American Institute of Pyramid Research is committed to looking for mysteries and secrets inside the Great Pyramid, the other pyramids of Egypt. We believe it's there, okay? And whether it is or not, we look for it. The Great Pyramid is in the exact center of the Earth's land surface. Okay, so the Great Pyramid shows elements of both a 4th dynasty building, but probably some things from previous times. Okay, so the constellation Orion we've talked about on this channel informs the Great Pyramid. Well, that goes way back before the 4th dynasty. So it's possible that there could be things 4th dynasty and previous in Giza and the other places there. Okay, so here's one of these typical YouTube videos in February 1978. Really, we're going back 42 years. Hawass and Lehner organized drillings besides the Sphinx, but they never published the report. So the inference is there's a conspiracy. Okay, here's there a conspiracy. Okay, let's look at this. It's a 2019 YouTube video. So even though this, Hawass and Lehner did this thing in 1970s, we're still looking at it in 2019. So they never published an official report. Are they hiding the Hall of Records? Is that what's going on? So from the video it says the drilling marks are still visible today. Okay, so I suppose they know that these are the actual drilling holes that Hawass and Lehner used in 1978. Maybe they are, I don't know. So in the description to this 2019 video, it says the conspiracy is obvious. Okay, really? Really, so usually conspiracies, they're done for a reason. Is Lehner and Hawass going to make a lot of money from this? No, they're not making any money because you're saying they're not revealing anything. So they're not doing it for the money, okay? Fame. Well, they're already famous. They're famous for being traditional archaeologists, so I don't think that fame was the motive. Okay, what about the thirst for knowledge? Mark Lehner at one time was a Casey person, and he believed that the Hall of Records was underneath the Sphinx. Okay, so his Faustian knowledge led him, and he actually found it. And so he and Zahi know it's there, but they're not telling anybody. Really? Isn't that the kind of thing that if you find, you want to share it? Okay, but it could be professional reputation. They did find something that indicated, a Casey thing, but if they told everybody, their traditional credentials as traditional archaeologists would be ruined. I don't think it's any of that. I don't think the conspiracy is obvious. Okay, they haven't been hiding something for 42 years. Sorry, and the evidence you present is doesn't do that. Okay, so let's look at some perspectives here on this whole thing of ancient technology. Okay, the technology is advanced, therefore aliens did it. There are drill holes, in 4th dynasty structures that seem to be, pretty crazy. So crazy, with high technology. So aliens had to do that. Okay, that's one perspective. Another perspective is the technology is too advanced again, and so a high-tech civilization that's been lost through catastrophe, like Atlantis did it. I put UnchartedX, that's a YouTube channel that, that's their perspective. And I'll, give an example from them. Or the technology is advanced. Yeah, like Dr. Mark Lehner says, the Egyptians were advanced. Sacred Geometry Decoded implies, they had some pretty advanced techniques there. You don't need to look for an Atlantis, okay? So those are the three perspectives we'll look at. Okay, but first of all, okay, we went to the moon. We were like, and our civilization's probably collapsing. A lot of people believe that. So we're the Atlantis now. So what did we leave as a time capsule for other people? When we went to the moon, we left one. But before I talk about that one, in 2024, so 4 years from now, the Lunar Mission 1 is planning on putting a time capsule on the moon that'll be a history of Earth and a bunch of digital memory boxes from people. And you can probably pay to put yours on there. All right, so what are we leaving? Are we leaving a bunch of tube drill holes? Are we leaving a bunch of monolithic stone structures? What we're leaving is digital memory boxes. And this is what the astronauts left in 1969 from Apollo 11. They left a silicon disc pictured here that's the size of a 50-cent piece, and it's got goodwill messages from 73 countries, including Pierre Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada at that time, who said, "Man has reached out and touched the tranquil moon. May that high accomplishment allow man to rediscover the Earth and find peace there." So he doesn't even give a message to other planets. He's saying, hey, read what I put there. Anyways, you can see the point I'm making here is this is what we as a high-tech civilization are leaving as evidence. Why don't we find that from these other ancient If they were high technologically, they should have known there was a good chance they'd be destroyed by a catastrophe. That's part of having high technology, that you know those things happen, like pole shifts and stuff. So anyways, that's a side view, okay? So let's look at a YouTube video that gives evidence of aliens, probably typical of most like this, okay? All right, here we go.
Why and how are the Great Pyramids of Giza the most perfectly aligned structures on the planet? Over the years, more and more people have been realizing how aligned they seem to be in relation to stars on Earth.
Okay, so as we said, it's high tech, so therefore it has to be aliens. Here's their first reason.
Being responsible. The theory suggests that the Egyptians must have had help from superior technology to come up with such exact dimensions for the pyramids, or that they were built solely by advanced alien visitors without any human assistance at all. There is some evidence that adds weight to these theories. In particular, the fact that some of the extraordinary details of the alignment of the pyramid can only be seen from the air. It would have been impossible to calculate the orientation of the pyramids without an aerial view, something that surely only a visitor from another planet could have achieved.
The orientation could only be seen from the air? Oh my gosh, have you ever heard of a blueprint? Oh my, that's such a ridiculous reason. Okay, let's look at number 2.
Also, it would have been impossible to have built the Great Pyramid facing the exact magnetic North Pole without having a compass.
Okay, do a Google search for Glenn Dash, how he showed a simple way that he could have aligned the pyramids. You didn't need a compass. Please, let's have a real reason. Let's look again.
And the extraordinary alignment of the celestial objects would not have been possible.
Oh my goodness. Every pyramid of the 4th and 5th dynasty has a north-facing entrance that's pointed to a pole star. The ancients, the Mesopotamians, everybody, they had a special class of priesthood that observed the heavens. Give a real reason. Stop making stuff up.
Furthermore, the Egyptians would not have known the exact length of the year, or where the summer solstice was, questioning why, on the evening of a summer solstice, can the sun be seen setting in the exact center of the two pyramids.
Again, you can't be serious. The ancients studied the motions of the heavens, the sun and the moon, where they rose. They made almanacs based on their observations. Please give a real reason. Can we have a real reason that aliens could have built these things?
If aliens did build the pyramids in around 10,000 BC, as is claimed, then it would explain the Orion theory, because the positioning of the 3 pyramids of Giza would have aligned exactly with the 3 stars of Orion, as they were located at that time. It's theorized that only beings from a highly intelligent other world would be able to calculate and action some of these and other intricate details of the pyramids.
Okay, so only aliens can do complex calculations. So Einstein and Kepler, you know, and the brilliant Da Vinci's we've had, they couldn't do it. Only aliens can do it. That's reason 6. And reason 5, oh my gosh, just watch this channel. So thanks for watching. Please like the video, share with friends, and hit the subscribe button. Please comment below and let us know what else you'd like to see on AIP.